Hello there, Jamie Laszlo here from Sea of Tranquility, and we got a very special What's Hot episode for you. I'm going to talk about a cool little stoner rock band, desert rock band, and this is their third album, and the name of the band is Dunes. Who? Dunes! Formed 2016. I think they're formed 2016. It's hard to find a lot of information on some of these bands, but I'm pretty sure 2016-ish. They're from the UK, Newcastle, to be precise. And what do they play? Riff-laden desert rock. That's the best way to put it. Desert rock that's got big, heavy riffs. Excuse me. What's the name of the album? Land of the Blind. Not to be confused with Leaders of the Blind, which was a song by Green Lung. The album was released January 17th, 2025, so not too long ago. There you see the guys, there you see the album, and then there's the album in my hand. The CD version, of course, from Ripple Music. We love Ripple Music because they do all that stoner rock, desert rock, fuzzy, sludgy rock. So, what do you get on this album? Well, the very first song comes on. It's called Cactus. It's got a slow build-up on that song. It build-up actually lasts for almost like 3 minutes, around 3 minutes. And you start to wonder, is this a instrumental album? It is not. The vocals come in, and it's a pretty cool mid-tempo hard rocker. Then Tides comes on, and it's way more upbeat. Big, booming riffs open this. Most of these songs have big, booming riffs to open the song and make you go, yeah. One-Eyed Dog comes on next, which is track 3, and big riffs. The riffs are simple, but this is what they do, this band. They take these simple riffs that kind of like shake your house, and they sprinkle in some little guitar noodling over top. So that's your desert rock on top of like the big booming stoner / doom metal type thing. So, I don't know if you would call these guys metal. They're definitely hard rock, but, a lot of these bands, they edge on metal, hard rock. What is it? Sometimes even a little bit of grunge. What is it? I would say desert rock and stoner rock with a little bit of doom. But One-Eyed Dog, actually, when I first listened to that, I was like, this is a little bit on the repetitive side of things with their time keeps ticking away chorus. But, I listened to it a few times, and it doesn't seem as repetitive. It's actually kind of catchy. It'll get stuck in your head. Then Northern Scar comes on, and that's your slower, more doomy side of this album. And a lot of these albums, man, when they do the slower doomy type song, it's always the longest song, isn't it? And that's the case with this. It's about 6 minutes, maybe a little over 6 minutes. Pretty cool. And that's side 1. And I like how on the CD they act like there's 2 sides, even though it's all one CD. So you know how it would be broken up if it was a vinyl album. And this is 43 minutes long. These bands, they don't want to, this ain't the 90s anymore. Nobody wants to have a 72-minute CD because they're pressing vinyl. They're selling a lot of vinyl, and nobody wants to send out double albums and pay for the cost of the pressing. And shipping on them, these things are already sometimes $15, and they don't want, the buyer to pay, God, for a double album, what, $35, $40 and $15 on top of that. They're trying to move product. So keep it a single album. Keep it cheap for everybody. And then side 2, Riding the Low. Side 2 starts with Riding the Low and then Riding the Slow. Riding the Slow ends the album, and that's a slower tune. But Voodoo on side 2 has the most booming riff on this album. You put on Voodoo and you crank your stereo, even if you got a little cheaper stereo, you crank it and the neighbors are going to hear it. So yeah, if you're at a red light and some punk is next to you with his rap music, put on Voodoo and battle them with that and turn it up way up. So yeah, it's a good album. So let's go to the report card. Report card. Production, B+. Solid production on this album. Songwriting, it's a C. I mean, come on. These guys are not going to go into the Songwriters Hall of Fame anytime soon. Come for the riffs. Come for the guitar tone. Great guitar tone on this album. Great drumming, too, on this album. So come for all that. The songs, they're a lot of them are kind of similar. The melodies, I will say that. So it's good as 43 minutes long. You don't get burned out on it. Musicianship, B. Great. Coming up with those riffs, great. The little noodling over the riffs, great. The drumming, great. Vocals, B-. He's doing the job. He's a little one-notey, but he's doing the job, and it fits that style of Desert Rock. Ability to fill in the gap while I wait for bigger releases in 2025. A. There's more exciting things coming out in 2025. I'm not going to lie to you. In the meantime, like this weekend, what dropped? The new Dream Theater. Everybody's excited about the new Dream Theater. Some people are excited that the new Pentagram came out, and there's all kinds of bigger releases coming out this year. In the meantime, to fill the gap, if you need some new music fix, this will do the job while you're waiting for the more exciting things, quote-unquote more exciting things, because I'm sure this is exciting to this band that it came out, and I'm sure they have their legions of fans who like it too. And, look, I don't have anything. I know the grades here aren't the highest. Put it all together, though, and you got a really good, solid album. So go check it out on Bandcamp. So there you go. There's your review. And we had graphics. What'd you think of that? So check us out on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together all the time. Hit the notification bell and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And then join the membership and all that jazz. Be one of the cool kids, man. Join the membership and get some perks. And give to the Ko-fi, and there's a Cameo page, and merch, we got merch. So until I see you again, who knows what that be, I am Jamie Laszlo, I am out.